This match was released first for our members on YouTube and Patreon. Becoming a member is the only way to watch all Purpose Wrestling shows presented in full. Thank you to all these YouTube and Patreon members who help us bring Purpose Wrestling to you. To support Purpose Wrestling, become a member at purposewrestling.com/members. Link in the description. Purpose Wrestling, for the love of wrestling.
Do you know what's funny about you lot though? The last couple of times I've been here, I've been beating the shit out of some of your favourites and you've still been cheering me. But where was this energy when I was left off of Purpose from day one? Where was this energy when I was left off the show last time? None of you lot cared. You know what? Take your fake laughs, take your fake cheers and go yourselves. The only reason you have that belt on your shoulder right now is because I haven't been here to challenge for it. We both know the result when any member of CPF wrestles the Bryants. So I came into Purpose, calling shots and getting matches I won, and I'm going to do the same again. Next time we're in the Merton art space, I want you for that Purpose Championship. And that respect I talked about, that all goes out the window when the bell rings. No respect, straight grease.
I won't back down from any challenge. So you want me for the Purpose Championship? I'd be happy to slap that attitude right off you and keep my belt in the process. Go on!
It is main event time here at Purpose Wrestling. Tubthumping. The Purpose Wrestling title on the line. Danny Black calling his shot, jibing and challenging Nino Bryant. We heard Danny assert that any member of CPF could beat any member of the Bryants. But Danny has not come up against anything like Nino Bryant in a Purpose Wrestling ring. Home field advantage, Nino Bryant. Danny Black showing a new level of aggression here in Purpose, not regularly seen out of him. He's always been there, but he picks and chooses when to unleash it. The library doused in red light as Danny Black prepares to take on Nino Bryant. See how fired up Danny is. Danny disrespecting referee Martin there for what I can ascertain is no real reason. The fans chanting Nino's name, and here comes the champion. Nino Bryant held that title since last September, defeating Michael Oku, and has been on a tear ever since, overcoming Michael Oku again, but alongside Spike Trevay in a triple threat. James Farrell, Shah, Samuels, David Francisco, the list goes on. Alex Windsor, a who's who. And we still have Nino Bryant at the top of the pecking order here in Purpose. There is a reason he's been dubbed the heart and soul. The second he steps through those ropes here in the library, he never gives up, especially where that title's concerned. Danny Black, boring look through the face of Nino Bryant.
The following contest is your main event of the evening, and it is for the Purpose Wrestling Championship. Introducing first, the challenger, fighting out of the blue corner, from Lewisham, Danny Black! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, from Borehamwood, he is your current reigning, defending Purpose Wrestling Champion, Nino Bryant!
Introductions are done. Thank you, Chris Hatch. Your job is done for the night. Referee Martin put in charge of this one of the senior officials. There is the Purpose Wrestling title. Here we go, we are underway. The bell has rung. The Purpose Wrestling title is on the line in what some may say is Nino Bryant's biggest challenge yet. Loads of history, not here in Purpose but around the country, between Nino and Danny and CPF and the Bryant family. Danny hesitant to lock up. Maybe playing some mind games with Bryant. Bryant mouthing off to Black. Tying up in the center. I think with the slight height advantage Black has, he may have an advantage in leverage. These two so evenly matched though. Hard to call it in terms of a physical advantage. The only advantage I can really say is Nino Bryant definitely has a home field advantage. Nino dragging Danny down to the mat with that side headlock takeover. Danny fighting back to his feet, trying to wrestle Bryant away from him, pulling the hair in Nino. Nino not happy about the tactics of Danny Black. One more time. The tie up in the center. Nino looking to take advantage again. Got the wrist, but Black with a waist lock. S-grip not letting go. Here comes Nino. Tying up that wrist, tying up that elbow. These two feeling each other out. I'm not sure how many singles matches they've had. Most often met in tag action. So really got to feel each other out to play the long game. Danny Black had enough. Up kick straight to the chest. Bryant getting frustrated with the tactics of Black, and I think that is exactly what Danny Black wants. What a forearm by Danny Black, disrespecting Nino Bryant, changing up the tactics. We've had enough grappling, let's fight. Nino, all too happy to oblige, rolls through, looks for a PK, Danny Black blocks it, crucifix pin, this could be done. 2 count earlier in the match from the crucifix. Danny Black finding out what Nino Bryant's all about here in Purpose. Danny just trying to stay out of the grip of Nino now. He knows he's on the back foot. Not sure what to make of this version of Nino Bryant, the heart and soul of Purpose Wrestling. Nino locking it in on the shoulder. Arm at an unnatural angle. See the ball joint of Danny's shoulder grabbed into the mat. Nino gets leverage by standing up like that. Pulling the hair one more time. Snapping the other shoulder. Nino Bryant working on both arms of Danny Black. We saw it in that technical exchange. Maybe this is the game plan. Third time Danny Black's gone for the hair. Nino Bryant on an unbelievable run here in Purpose as the champion. Danny Black comes in braggadocious. Beat Roy Johnson last time we seen him and then called his shot for the Purpose Wrestling title, invoking the history of the Bryants and CPF to bait Nino into that match, and it was successful. We are here. Danny Black has his shot at the Purpose Wrestling title. Nino Bryant looking incredibly confident in the minute, as he should. He's taking control of this match, out wrestling Danny Black so far. Roll through. Now Nino's turn to escape Danny Black. Danny Black getting nowhere near those Spider-Man-like reflexes of Nino Bryant. Inventing cover. Rolls through, gets out. Tries for a PK again. Danny kips up. Roundhouse misses. Now Nino seeing what Danny's all about. Danny going straight for that strike to the head. Nino looking shocked. Danny Black pulling the hair one more time. If you want to know the form of Nino Bryant, our statistician, Mr. H. Wood, has sorted that out for us. 8 straight wins. He's winning the title, then 7 title defenses. Shooting around. Nino Bryant showing that incredible athleticism. Danny Black showing the strength. Going to be looking for a Styles Clash maybe. No, Nino slips out of the back. Bryant rolls through, kicks Black into the turnbuckle. Black sends Nino out of the banderas. Nino tries that evasion he likes to use over the top. Danny Black sees it coming, know each other too well. Didn't see the enziguri coming though. Nino flips into the ring. Gets some steam, momentum, here he comes. We've seen Nino before do a Hurricane Rana from there and he gets it. Danny Black trying to stay straight up, but the weight of Nino Bryant bringing him back down. What a drop kick by Nino on the button, into the cover. Kick out by Danny Black. Nino dragging Danny up to his feet. Look for that Argentine backbreaker. We've seen Nino employ. What an inventive roll through by Danny Black. Jumps backwards into the roll up. Nearly wins the Purpose Wrestling title from it. Nino says, what you can do, I can do better. Looks for the PK one more time. Third time that hasn't gone Nino's way. Back elbow. Trying to get out of the grasp of Black. Black powers up Nino. Go for that Argentine facebuster one more time. Black sees it coming. These two know each other so well. Black, look for that inverted roll through one more time. There he goes, Nino's got him up. Black lands on his feet, what athleticism. There's a stun gun on that middle rope. Now Black going to take advantage, ground and pound on Bryant. Knuckles to the forehead. Danny Black vicious. There's a look on Danny Black's face that seems gutted. He had to resort to that. Thought he was maybe going to come in and out-wrestle Nino Bryant. He's had to go a different road, maybe change tactic. Now just disrespecting the champion. Grabs Bryant by the hair. Uppercut. The fans getting behind Nino Bryant. Danny Black mocking them for even trying. Back elbow to Bryant. Danny Black, PK. Top bins for Black. Danny Black really slowing this one down. Danny usually known for his speed, but so is Nino. Maybe trying to take Nino out of his game. Controlling the speed, slowing things down. It appears to be working. I think Nino came in ready for a full throttle back and forth, but Danny taking bigger shots, taking his time with it. Nino fighting from the ground up. Cravat by Danny Black. Just, oh, those knees are vicious. Working the side of the jaw. Black managed to block the last one. Doesn't manage to block that chop though. Back to the cravat. Danny going back to the well and it working for him. That's 6 or 7 unprotected shots. Nino again breaking it. This time avoids the chop. Overhand shot by Bryant. Gets Black reeling. Now Nino showing some aggression of his own. We've seen that develop in Nino over the last year or so since the feud with Michael Oku. A level of aggression we didn't always see from Nino. Here he comes. That kick right on the money. Gets Danny Black in the jaw. Danny now looking a bit worse for wear. Swinging wildly. Baiting Nino in. Hitting with that knee one more time. Those knees have been the undoing of Nino Bryant. They could lead to Danny Black winning the Purpose Wrestling title. Half and half suplex. Bryant inside out into the cover. Danny Black so close to becoming Purpose Wrestling champion. Unleashing a series of forearms into the back of the neck of Nino. Didn't necessarily expect this from Danny Black. Just striking strike after strike after strike. We know he's good at it, but he's also good at the high flying and the quick moving, choosing not to go that route at all. Danny Black trying to quiet the fans down. It's not working. They're firmly behind Nino Bryant. Drops down. Kicks the hell out of Nino Bryant. Jesus, what a PK. Wow. Danny Black going low, screaming insults at Nino Bryant as he heads to the top rope. Danny gonna look for that Devil's Reign, maybe that double stomp to the back. Nino sees it coming. Danny also aware Nino move, roll through, Pele kick by Nino Bryant, slowing Danny Black down, right on the money. Danny is rocked. Nino needed this breath to get through it. Slowly. Here comes Brian. Drop kick. Danny Black reeling now. Danny swings wildly, misses. Here comes Nino. Black misses with the knees that time. Nino had it telegraphed. What a headbutt. Picking up something from his match with Mark True. Here comes Black, fired up himself now, getting frustrated as Nino gets on top of him. Sick kick! Turns Black inside out into the cover. Nino got the leg hook, doesn't manage to retain the title though. Nino Bryant always finds his way back into a match here at Purpose Wrestling. That is why I dubbed him the heart and soul. You could never count Nino Bryant out of any match. Danny Black using referee Martin Raymondson, holding onto it so Nino can't jump from the top. Danny goes for Nino. Nino clears him. Gets a roll-up schoolboy into the cover. That distraction using referee Martin hasn't really played out in Danny's favour. Gave him a breather though. Backslide into the cover. Black kicks out again. Nino Bryant full control of this match. Nino trying to pull Black away from the rope. Step up enziguri. Handspring by Black. Comes in. What a move. Lands on his feet. Now picks him up. Fireman's carry. Sit out DVD. What a move by Black. Confused the hell out of Nino into the cover. Lands on his feet and then powers Nino up into a Death Valley driver. Unbelievable athleticism by Black. Black one more time. Heads to the top. Gonna look for that double stop again, the Devil's Reign. There it is, on the money this time. Nino Bryant completely out, loads up, gonna look for a Styles Clash. The Styles bomb! What a move! That is unreal! Kick out by Bryant. I had to put money on Danny Black being our new Purpose Wrestling champion off of the back of that Styles bomb. Never seen that before. Danny Black starting to wonder what it's going to take, like myself, to keep Nino Bryant down for a count of 3. Not many have managed it. Danny Black comes in with that clothesline. Nino Bryant one more time with a Pele. Danny rocked. Comes in with a clothesline. Nino Bryant turned inside out of his boots, upside down, all of the synonyms you could think of. Jesus Christ, what power from Danny Black. Handspring. Nino sidesteps. We've seen this one off the ropes, looks like that DDT, and he gets it. That spring DDT off the ropes using his own body. Mounts Danny Black, gets a 2 count. Put all the weight of his whole body on through the knees on the shoulders of Danny Black. Black still got enough in the tank to kick out. Nino got a deep arsenal of moves and a great big gas tank to boot. Nino hooks the leg, maybe look for a fisherman's suplex. Danny fights out, drives the knee into the gut. Big boot. Black out on his feet. So is Nino. These two trading boots in the middle of this ring. I don't know who's going to get the better of this exchange. If I had to put money on it, I'd say Danny Black, but they're looking very even at the minute. Nino giving as good as he gets. The momentum they're using coming off the ropes. No one's flinching. Oh, Danny Black flinches just as I say that. Nino kicking the hell out of Danny Black. Stomp right on the chest. Nino powers up Black. Got him in that back. There it is. Look for the Einstein facebuster, but Black lands on his feet again. Another PK. Kick in the chest. Through into the cover. Gets out of two. Does Nino Bryant. Good for PK one more time. That's two in a row. Imagine trying to breathe after being kicked in the chest by Danny Black twice in a row.
Fuck you on about, you twat.
Danny Black getting into it with the front row of the audience.
Come on, Nino! Go on, Danny! Come on, Nino!
Danny moving the cameraman out of the way to get as much momentum as possible. That slight hesitation may have cost him. Nino getting back to his feet, but getting drilled in the face by a palm strike from Danny Black. And a palm strike right back. Back kick, axe kick. Danny Black ahead of steam now. Roundhouse. What's he going to do? Powers Nino up. Nino slips out of the back. Jumping big boot. Kicks the knee out. Super kick by Bryant. Hooks the leg. Going to look for a fisherman's driver one more time. Spanish fly by Danny Black. Middle of the ring. Out of nowhere. Hitting a massive offensive maneuver. Nino though, no, package driver, small package driver. Oh my God, Danny Black kicking out at two, that small package driver. Unbelievable impact on the neck and shoulders. Danny Black, maybe with the last ounce of energy, keeping himself in this match. I said what has Danny Black got to do to keep Nino Bryant down? What has Nino Bryant got to do to keep Danny Black down? Danny determined to get that Purpose Wrestling title away from Nino Bryant. So he can cut his teeth in this room in a time before Purpose Wrestling. Wants to prove that this is his house. Black takes Bryant off the top rope by draping himself on the top. Bryant slips. Black needs to take advantage of this now. These two athletes both so beaten up. Taking each other to the limit. No. He's not going to look to pile driver Nino from the second rope. An avalanche pile driver. That can finish Nino's career, let alone this match. Nino fighting back with his scorpion kicks. Enziguri catches Black on the ear. Nino springs over. Maybe onto his preferred side. Yeah, onto the top. Poison Rana! Black dumped on top of his head. Nino Bryant digging deep in the well. Poison Rana from the top, avalanche style. We've seen this before. Bryant splash into the cover. And still your Purpose Wrestling champion, Nino Bryant, off of that big Bryant splash. Incredible win for Nino Bryant. That is 9 on the trot. That is 9 wins, 8 title defenses in a row for Nino Bryant. Unbelievable. Possibly the most winning Purpose Wrestling champion we've ever had. What an incredible match. What an effort by Danny Black. Nino Bryant comes out on top one more time. That home field advantage coming into play. But Danny Black did not go down easy. Danny Black made that hard work for Nino Bryant. Nino showing what that battle took on him. What is next for Nino Bryant? We know his brother Leland is the #1 contender. David Francisco heading to the ring. He's asking for a mic.
I'm sorry, great, well done. Nino Bryant, that was great. Nino. No. Please. I worked really hard to get a title shot. I did more than other people do. Just for these people to not say that I didn't earn it, I did. And I've done more than other people that have been getting title shots lately, okay? I beat Danny Black. Shah Semmels doesn't have a win. You gave them title shots. Nino, one more chance, please, and that's it. Let me just wrestle for the title one more time, and then I'll go for the title.
The fans telling Dave Francisco what they think about his request of Nino Bryant. The fans not happy with this request from Francisco.
I like you a lot.
Mirroring what David Francisco said to him.
I respect you a lot. But the difference between you and the guys that have been challenging me is I've beaten you already.
That is a fact.
And you did, and it was great, right? I don't take that away from you, okay? I spent a year defeating people. I cannot do it again. I just want, there's people here that are getting title shots because they're asking you and you're giving them, okay? You have the power. I know the booking committee wants to sort this out, and that's great. But you have the power to say yes. I'm asking you. We've been through a lot. I've given you so much, Nino. I'm asking for one second. Nino, please, you have the power. Let me finish! You have the power to do this. You have the power to say, please.
David, stop whining.
Nino Bryant.
Ever since you lost to me, you keep whining and whining out here. You know what? You sound a lot like someone I know. You're sounding a lot like someone that has a history with this place. Right now, you sound like the whiny bitch Michael Hogan.
Jesus, Nino Bryant rubbing salt in the wound. David Francisco frustrated.
Shut up, Francisco! Fine, boys, you can come in.
Shut your mouth!
What does he mean? Who?
You can get out. You can get out.
Kian Camron. Jordan Saeed, what a super kick by Kian Camron. Now just stabbing the hell. And what is going on here? The East City Sovereigns. David Francisco. Jeez, Jordan forearming Nino Bryant. This is assault. Here come the Bryant brothers. Nino's back up. The Bryants trying to slow down Francisco and the Sovereigns. Just a scrap in the middle of the library. What is going on here? Francisco standing on Zander Bryant's face. Oh no, Leland, apologies. Super kick, wipes out Francisco. Here comes the champion. Will not be kept down. Oh, Francisco's got hold of him. That sleeve hold we've seen him employ recently. Ragdolling Nino around. Dragging Nino to the ground, trying to drain the life out of the champion. David Francisco has taken exception to Nino Bryant being called the heart and soul of Purpose. Taking exception to Nino Bryant being such a loved champion. And apparently has taken to hanging out with the East City Sovereigns. Not sure what the relationship is there. Francisco, oh, here's RJ Singh. Wait, RJ, the leader of the Sovereigns, asking these boys, low blow! Do you want to say low blow in RJ Singh? What is going on? DDT to RJ Singh. Kian Camron said he doesn't lose, something has to change. What is going on here? I called them the Sovereigns, but it's clearly isn't allegiance between the Sovereigns and Francisco. I don't know what's going on. We need someone out here to get these guys out of the ring before they do any more damage. Saeed stripping himself with the pink. I have no idea what is going on here. The fans letting David Francisco know exactly what they think about what's going on here. David Francisco with a look of scorn on his face that we've not seen here in Purpose. Kian and John Saeed following David. I was about to call them Sovereigns again. This clearly isn't to do with the East City Sovereigns.
Normally, when I'm back here, I'm sat, I'm happy, I'm reflecting on an incredible performance for myself, because I'm on that level now. But this is different, because something like that has never happened to me here in Purpose Wrestling. To get jumped by David Francisco after I told him no. To get jumped by David Francisco when I told him he wasn't good enough, because he isn't good enough for me. I beat you, David. You didn't just attack me, you attacked my brothers. You didn't just attack me, you choked me out and humiliated me in front of my people. So yes, Leland won the Rumble and he's got himself a title shot. But it's time for me to put you in your place first. It's time for me to slap you back to the back of the line, which you should be at anyway. But I'm not taking that. I don't back down from a fight. You're going to get put down first. Sorry, Lynn. I've got to deal with this first. For me, for you, and for Zander.
I mean, because I want my title shot, but I get you, Nino. Go get him back.
Yeah, come on. Come on. You cool with it?
I'm cool with it.
Let's go. Let's go.
Thank you for watching Purpose Wrestling. Don't miss any of the great pro wrestling action live in Wimbledon. Join us at the Merton Art Space. All details for tickets in the description below. Make sure you subscribe to the Purpose Wrestling YouTube channel for more great matches. Thank you for watching and see you next time.